Good evening. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. How's it going, Ark? How are you? Happy Friday. Happy April. Happy Friday. It's time for more Layton. Last time that when we saw the flashback, the past of like Randall dying in the ruins. Was that last time? Friday. The story so far. I think so, okay. At City Hall, Layton uncovers a very large secret concerning Montedor. Layton, Luke, and Emmy return to the racetrack to talk to Detective Bloom. What was the secret we... I forget what the secret was. Wasn't it like, about Henry's money? Was that what it was? Hey, how's it going? Happy Friday. Good evening, Professor Layton. Still out collecting evidence, are you? Yes, we are. And you? Yes, I discovered a key clue to solving this case. I realized that solving this case is going to take a lot more time. Which is to say, I haven't found a thing. Yes, well, I commend you for your hard work thus far. Thanks. Remember, keep the peace. Report suspicious activities to the police. I thought that would sound better. Do you think Detective Bloom has told the task force yet that the masked gentleman will be at the reunion inn? It doesn't appear so. He may be worried that the information will get leaked and tip off the masked gentleman. Because rushing in before they were fully prepared might allow him to flee? Yes. Until we know the masked gentleman's identity, we should follow Bloom's lead and keep quiet. Okay. Yeah, well, maybe we'll remember the secret as we progress. There's something I've been wanting to tell Inspector Grosky, but he's so busy running off somewhere or another. Have you found some new evidence? Well, it seems the police have been talking about a certain young lady. They say she's been chasing after the masked gentleman. She was even racing across the rooftops earlier. Perhaps she's an accomplice of the masked gentleman. That's a pretty good theory, but I know that can't be true. Maybe this woman is chasing Grosky. What? A shadowy minx stalking my beloved Inspector Grosky? I need to do a puzzle to calm myself. Won't you join me? You know, puzzles are quite versatile. They're used for everything, right? You know, take your mind off things. Just use them as, like, barriers to, like, be like, oh, if you solve this, I'll let you through. Someone sent a letter and a set of photos to a friend. Here are the photos we all took when we went on vacation. There should be a total of 9. I hope I sent them all. Sadly, it looks like neither of us had a photo taken with each person in the group. I think we snapped more of me than you. I'll stop hogging the limelight next time. Who sent this letter and who received it? Okay, I see. We can select who. I think we snapped more of me than you. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that guy's in there 6 times. The hat person, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. Ribbon person, 5. And then person with long hair. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I think we snapped more of me than you. Okay, this person was in the most photos. I forget this is DS quality, not iPad quality. Yeah, it's a bit small, isn't it? I think we snapped more of me than you. I'll stop hogging the limelight next time. I don't know, what's the trick to this one? I'm trying to think, does it have to do with anything about the perspective of who's taking the photos? I don't know. We'll throw in a guess.
I'm going for it.
I don't think it's right.
Maybe I'm not cut out for this.
Trying to work out which people appear in which photo. So is it gonna be like... Is it gonna be like, who took the photos? Check whether or not... Wait, hold on. Check whether or not they appear in photos with every other person. Little girl sender. Grandma. Recipient. She is in more photos than the grandma. Okay, let's try that.
Please, allow me. Maybe I've met my match.
Maybe I've met my match. Okay. Oh, my pickerats. Oh, okay. I think we snapped more of me than you. Okay, there's 2 photos with 3 people in them, right? Maybe what if it's this?
Okay, here we go.
We're not really thinking. Oh, it is right. Okay.
That was no match for my wits.
Because they were not in a photo together. Right? Yeah, they were not in a photo together. Okay. I was close, similar hair color. Maybe that was like future, the girl, older version, and then the younger version. Very good, thanks for helping me relax. I have such complicated feelings hearing that there's another Grosky fan. I guess I'm happy on some level. Maybe she could help me. I mean, she'll have to be vice president, but still. Hehe. Emmy, she doesn't seem to realize you were talking about her. Yeah, she's got a runaway train kind of mind that reminds me of Grosky himself. Maybe they are a good match. Okay, we spent all this time on that puzzle. Okay, meet Bloom at the racetrack. Where was the racetrack? Okay, it was here. Okay. Who's Grosky, the inspector with the chest hair? He's here, right? Oh, just kidding. I guess he left. Inspector Grosky isn't here anymore. Maybe he'll be at the racetrack. Do we talk to these people? I am up to my ears in casino debt. Up to my eyeballs, actually. Really, I'm over my head. If I could just hit it big once, I could pay back everything and be back in the black. Don't gamble. You'll end up like this guy who just keeps gambling to see if he can pay off his debt. I don't know how these races work, but I like that cart with the 20 on it. I bet a high number means it's better. I'd advise you to stop right there. Why should I listen to you? I only listen to people who can solve this puzzle. 99% of gamblers quit right before they win it big. What happens when they do win it big? You keep going? 6 people are talking at the casino. I'm only left with a quarter of the chips I started with. Of course. If you add up the number of chips that B and F lost, you'll get the amount that I started with. I had the same amount of chips as B did at first, but now I've got more left. I'm completely out of chips. Draw lines from the people A through F to the stacked chips 1 through 6 to identify which chips belong to whom. There's always bigger. You can win bigger. Go home bigger. Okay, someone said I'm completely out of chips. So that's D. I'm left with only a quarter of the chips I started with. Okay, so that could be 1 or 4. 1 or 4. I had the same amount of chips as B did at first, but now I've got more chips. More left. So that's 3 and 6 had the same starting amount. Okay, E. I have more left. If you add up the number of chips that B and F lost, you'll get the amount that I started with. How many they lost? Okay. Okay, if we assume it's... What? If we... Okay, wait. E is saying... I have... Wait, no. Wait, C is saying... If you add up the number of chips that B and F lost, you'll get the amount of chips I start with. So if we just pick to guess... If we pick these two and assume one of these is B and F, So they lost 7 chips total. That's the amount of chips I started with. So maybe 5 is C? Four A. Okay, we know for sure D is 2. And E is 6. Okay, wait. 3? 3 has to be B. Based on my other logic. Okay, let's go through this. Okay, A. I'm left with a quarter of the chips I started with, so... Okay, that makes sense. C. If you add up the chips that B and F lost, you'll get the amount I started with. So that's 7, which checks out. I had the same amount of chips as B at first, but now I've got more chips left for E, which makes sense. And D says I'm completely out of chip. One is... Okay, hopefully that's correct.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here. That was a challenge, to be sure.
Okay. D and E's comments are the key to solving this puzzle. Wait a second. Why are you trying to stop me? You don't think I can win, is that it? No, that's not it at all. I just think you should stop for your own good. For my own good? But why? I'm not certain that you... It would be better for you, if you walked away for now. Yeah, quit while you're ahead, alright? That's what Layton's saying. Well, now I have to make a bet since you've gone and made such a big deal about it. But don't expect me to share my winnings. What? That's literally opposite of what we told him to do. Do as you will. Would Layton count cards? I don't know, maybe. Would he? Yeah, good evening. I'm full of useful information yet again. Today, yes I am. Hello, Murphy. I've just been here watching Mr. Ladore's fortune grow. Well, that is good news for Henry. And since I manage his wealth every time it grows, I feel more confident advising people on financial matters. And that is good news for you. I could make you rich if you wanted to give me your savings. No, thanks. I'm not really interested in that sort of risk. I see. Well, that's too bad. Yes, it is. This guy just wants my money. I don't understand the whole ordeal of counting cards. Like, what is the casino expecting me to do? Try not to win? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about the casino life. Although, isn't it like if you're too good at gambling, don't they kick you out? That's what I hear. I also heard that if you like, some places will offer you free drinks. And then they also get kind of mad when you refuse the free drinks because they want you to make bad decisions. That's what I heard. Okay, here's Bloom. Serious music time. We determined who took the horse cart. And did this information lead you to the masked gentleman's identity? I'm afraid we weren't quite that lucky. It seems our man blended in with the folks who come to check on the horses. He has a gift for disguises, apparently. He and his associates broke apart the cart and then told Mr. Lador that it needed to be repaired. When they finished using it for the statues, they brought it back and reassembled it. Bloom, what exactly do you believe is the masked gentleman's intention? He wants the Mask of Order. Is it true that it has some kind of special power? How to get free alcohol. Be good at gambling. It's a win-win situation. Wait, does it cost? It doesn't cost money to go into the casino, does it? I have no idea. Is it free if it costs money to get in? Do they cost money? I don't know. I have no idea. If so, we must prepare for something big. Something big and malicious. Inspector Grosky told us he believes the masked gentleman is at the Reunion Inn. All evidence points to that hotel. It's the perfect location for his purposes. I believe he's in there somewhere. Preparing. There's a stop near here for the Montador tram that goes to the Reunion Inn. I need to check a few leads. Would you mind meeting Grosky at the Reunion Inn? Of course. I wanted to speak with you first before doing so. I appreciate that, Layton. Your respect for proper procedure is refreshing. Now please, excuse me. I have a few leads to pursue. He seems quite thorough about investigating every possibility. I guess that's what elite detectives do. You're missing out on the fun of gambling. What if I lose all my money though? What other leads could he be talking about? Is he working on something else? I can't imagine. What is it, Professor? Then you try again? What if I get a ton of debt? What if my value is negative? I'm worth like negative $1 million because I gambled too much. Based on what we've witnessed so far, I considered Henry to be the main suspect. But now it seems that is just what the masked gentleman wanted me to do. All along, he's been trying to attack Henry with his clever use of these little tricks. Get a job. Be working for the next billion years, paying off the debt. He knew that when his tricks were exposed, all the clues would lead to Henry. Work at the casino. Does that mean I get free drinks at the casino if I work there? The masked gentleman, whoever he is trying to frame Henry Lador. Casino heist. But if it isn't Dalston, who could it be? I don't know, not yet anyway. Let's head to the Reunion Inn. Okay, to the Reunion Inn. But first, puzzle. I can't believe someone made off with one of our carts. And the way it was done makes me think this was no ordinary person. I get the impression our culprit is rather accustomed to this sort of work. Not only that, but this kind of operation requires money, time, accomplices, and a familiarity with the town. I'm sure. Well, I do hope the police bring him to justice soon. How about a puzzle in the meantime? Ah, man, I hope someone would hurry up and solve the case. Why don't you stop and do a puzzle? Take your time, though. Okay, a day at the races. What is this? Hurrah! Or hooray, hooray, the races are on. 3 groups of tradespeople have been invited to watch. Tailors, winemakers, and upholsterers. The seating areas for each group have been arranged so that the sponsors can tell at a glance which is which. Can you tell which group of tradespeople is sitting in the yellow area? What? Okay, so, wait. Is it really just Like the yellow's in the shape of a shirt, the red's in the shape of a chair, and then the blue's in the shape of a wine bottle. Who's in the yellow area? The tailors?
Don't keep me in suspense. There is no puzzle without a solution.
The red seating area is shaped like a chair. That's where the upholsterers will sit. The blue sitting area is in the shape of a bottle, so the winemakers will be sitting there. And finally, the yellow sitting area is shaped just like a shirt, just right for the tailors. Why'd they do it like that? To tell from a glance? Why couldn't they just be like, oh, the color of the chairs is what group you're in, and then make it a shape as well? I can't in good conscience fill this place when the masked gentleman is out there somewhere. I fear it may be dangerous. Because you might be inadvertently creating an audience for one of his dark miracles. Yes, exactly. Alright, let's go to the Reunion Inn. We're checking in to the Reunion Inn. According to Detective Bloom, the tram goes straight to the Reunion Inn. How do we get tickets? I'll explain. Okay, click the button. Go there. Yep, nothing to it. I'm excited to see the Reunion Inn after all we've heard about it. Let's get our ticket. Okay, time to take the train. Okay, we're going to the Reunion Inn. It looks quite grand based on this picture.
This is the Reunion Inn? It looks more like a castle out of a fairy tale than a hotel. Professor, how will we ever find the masked gentleman hiding inside of that place?
One room at a time, I suppose.
We'll draw him out with a puzzle. We'll have a box that says free puzzle for masked gentleman. And he'll come right out. We can zoom. Okay, what we got here? Is this really a hotel? I don't believe it. I think they may actually be overdoing it a bit. It's certainly a playful, if eccentric design. It does look like a cool place to stay, but I don't know. Is it structurally sound? Found a paradox cufflink. Oh, what gentleman in this and that graces my presence. I have been waiting to see you again. That is the Reunion Inn. Rumors say if you stay here, soon you shall be reunited with an old friend. And now it seems the rumors are true. I suppose you're right, Aldous. My good man. Now is the time when I check how many puzzles you've done. Let's see. Fantastic, beautiful. A most good, true, and learned gentleman you are. I touch my hair with glee. You've not betrayed my expectation. Go ahead into the Reunion Inn. I'll watch over you from here. Ever your friend. Okay, is the masked gentleman gonna be in here? So this is the Reunion Inn. It's so much bigger than our hotel. Now this is true luxury. I gather Henry has some special feelings for this hotel. You can just tell from its name. So this is where it all began for Henry? Yes, this hotel was an expansion of the first building that Henry put up while he was searching for Randall. He never gave up hope that he would meet his friend again. Wow. Yes, Henry never gave up. Henry's been through a lot, hasn't he? Even the receptionists are smartly dressed. Okay, free hint coins. These people here are struggling with the suitcases. Welcome to the Reunion Inn. Ah, yes, thank you. We've been expecting you, Professor. Mr. Lador informed us that you suspect the masked villain to be hiding here somewhere. Yeah, maybe it's you. Why, thank you. Morty, would it be possible for us to investigate the premises here? Reunion. Yes, of course. We want that curve found before we can strike again. Just one condition. I know that Mrs. Lador invited you to Montedor. I'm willing to give you a chance. However, it is also my understanding that you have suspected Mr. Lador in our recent incidents here. I can't cooperate with you until I'm certain I can trust you. To convince me if your intentions are true, I'd like you to solve this puzzle. What if we can't solve it and that's it? Game over. Mystery room. The numbers for the door of room 2134 in this hotel have mysteriously gone missing. In their place, the management is using long, rectangular plates. If 2, 1, and 3 are represented by the plates shown, which of the plates A to D should be used in place of 4? Why you got the Doofenshmirtz nose? Maybe this is where Doofenshmirtz went to work at the hotel. He's looking to reunite with somebody. Maybe Perry the Platypus. Okay, 2, 1, 3. 2, 1, 3 are represented by the plates shown. Which of the plates should be in place of 4? Do we see any distinct pattern to begin with? 2, 1, 3. 2 and 3 look the same. A rectangle. Which rectangle? Yes. I want to say C because it kind of looks like the number 4, but I'm not sure. D looks like a water bottle, doesn't it? Two, 1, 3. Like the 2 and 3's rectangles look the same. The plates for 2 and 3 look the same, and neither of them look like numbers. Maybe they're being affixed to the door in some special way. C. You think it's C? So the brown on the brown rectangles match the brown in the door. So I think we're trying to use the negative space to make them into numbers. I'll try C.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here.
It was not C.
A tough nut to crack.
Obviously, I meant B. Wait, so if, okay. The square on the top, it looks like this. And it's filled with blue. Okay, how do we make the number 4? I'm not sure. Should we do B? Is B too similar? I don't know. Would it be B? I want to see if it's A.
Don't keep me in suspense.
It wasn't A. Maybe it was B.
Perhaps I need another look.
My picarats. Okay, B. B it is. B is for
How
best.
about this?
Oh, it wasn't B.
Let me reconsider that.
Okay. Clearly I meant D as in dog. Okay, you know, after thinking about it, I'm pretty sure it's D as in
Don't keep me in
delicious.
suspense.
Wow, I can't believe we got that on our first try.
There's no puzzle without a solution.
No wonder it was only a 20 picker up puzzle. It wasn't that difficult. Oh, you can move the things around? I thought it was like... I guess I misinterpreted. I thought it was a piece of paper that they're like taping on there, but I guess not. Wizard jump! Been a while since we've heard that. Like the representing 1, like the second panel. That's how I pictured it, but I wasn't sure how like the other ones would be. Actually, 3 I could picture, but I wasn't sure about 2 and 4. Obviously 4, but I see. Wizard job. Simply splendid, Professor. I'll assist you in any way I can. As the largest hotel in Montedor, we also have the most rooms. Just ask if you need help navigating the place. It's reassuring to have you on our side. I prepared a room guide for you on the touchscreen below. Just indicate the room you want to search and I will guide you there. If you want to leave the reunion inn, tap the door icon in the upper right corner. I can't thank you enough, Morty. I almost read that as Moldy. It is my pleasure. After all, our motto is, arrive as a stranger, depart as a friend. Let me know if you need anything else. I know every inch of this hotel, so please feel free to ask me anything. Maybe this guy is the masked gentleman. I can't thank you enough, Moldy. Do you think anyone's called him that by accident? Are there any rooms here that Henry or Angela use regularly? I would say indeed, there are. May I show you to Miss Delidor's office? Please lead the way. Very well, follow me then. Thanks, Moldy. Okay, office. This looks a bit different than Henry's study at home. Mr. Lador conducts much of his research here. He's always rushing in and out. It is much more disorganized than I would expect from Mr. Lador. Are you sure Henry uses his room? Mr. Lador is a very busy man, and he does not allow the cleaning staff in here. Along with research on the excavations in Montidor, he keeps documents related to town administration here. Oh, well, if there are sensitive documents here, then perhaps we should clear this with Henry first. No, I will speak to Mr. Lador here. You should know the truth. I will speak for Mr. Lador here. You should know the truth. Mr. Lador would never do anything to harm Montidor. This room is filled with the plans and dreams of Mr. Lador. Every thought he has had, he built in Montidor. Every thought he had as he built Montidor is here. Reading Lador and Montidor like 500 times in a sentence, I'm like, door. Mr. Lador has absolutely nothing to hide. Any suspicions you may still have about him can be cleared up here. Please feel free to investigate this room as long as you like. This wall, Randall had this. It appears as if Henry has done his best to fully recreate Randall's research. There is also a back room here where Mr. Lador keeps all of his files. Since you're already here, would you like to see it? I want your investigation to be as thorough as possible. Yes, of course. Thank you. Wow, Moldy is the real MVP. Emmy, I'll go with Moldy to investigate the file room. Luke, you two, please investigate this room. Already on it, Professor. Moldy, please lead the way. As you wish. Okay, here we go. Time to investigate. Okay, Luke. Let's see if we can search the entire room before the professor returns. You got it. Let's be sure to inspect anything that looks sussy. Hotel registers. These list the names and rooms of the guests here. I doubt there are any clues in there about the masked gentleman. Right, even if he is here, we don't know what name he'd be under. Lador's door in Montidor attracted a poor condor forevermore. Forevermore. Condor. Hey, what about this binder, Emmy? What is this? A record of the masked gentleman's appearances. There are also copies of the warning letters and announcement. I guess Henry was trying pretty hard to catch the masked gentleman too. It must be horrible watching someone trying to destroy what he spent years building. Yes, I suppose so. If the professor and Henry had worked together all this time, they might have caught the masked gentleman by now. I think Henry felt betrayed when the professor left Stansbury for London while he searched for Randall. The relationship between Henry and the professor is quite complicated. Being an adult sounds quite complicated. Yeah, Luke, enjoy your youth. Don't grow up. Look at the kids in this photo. Oh, it's Randall and Henry. It looks like Henry, but who's that next to him? Is that the professor? No, that must be Randall. Don't become future Luke. Don't grow up. It looks like they were close. Look! This robot is the same one they're holding in the picture. Yes, it's rather old, but it's been kept in really good shape. Why keep it in his study? It must be a prized keepsake. Henry must really miss Randall. This looks like some kind of old journal. The cover is all faded. It says expedition log. Could this be the record for the search party that went out after Randall? There might be more information in here about the Mask of Chaos. There's a photo stuck in here. Could it be a clue? Could it be a clue? 4 dusty photos are kept in a battered old box of keepsakes. They're faded and hard to make out, but they all show the same place and seem to have been taken within a short space of time. In photo A, you can see a horse-drawn carriage traveling across the frame. Can you tell in which direction the carriage was headed? East? How do you know? Is the sun rising or setting in the east? Is it rising or setting? I think the sun is the all we have. Rises in the east, sets in the west. Oh, does D also have the carriage? Do you not know? It rises in the east. I meant to say, like, can we tell which way the sun is rising? Is it rising or setting? Okay, wait, so... Is the horse-drawn carriage... Is it... It's here again, too. Are they traveling this way? It's still hard to tell. Are they going left to right or right to left? I think they're going left to right. This game needs a remaster. Okay. These trees are missing the leaf here, right? So these are after. A looks like a kangaroo. D looks like a camel. The sun is clearly setting in B. If the leaf is gone, so sun's going down. Wait, so is it the carriage going right to left or left to right? So we know this is... Okay, if the sun's setting, we know that this is west. You, me, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I guess my only question is the horse... Is the horse carriage going left to right or right to left? Hi, hello. How are you? How's it going? All good. You? I'm doing well. Just solving some Layton puzzle. Okay, I'm gonna make the bold assumption the horse is going from right to left. That means the horse is... Wait, what was the question? Which direction the carriage was headed? So if that's west, what's the puzzle asking for? Puzzle... Dusty photos kept in an old battered box of keepsakes, faded and hard to make out. They all show the same place, seem to have been taken within a short space of time. Photo A, you can see a horse-drawn carriage traveling across the frame. Can you tell which direction the carriage was headed? So if the sun's setting in the west, then the carriage was headed south? Is that the correct assumption to make? Well, 1/4 chance. Let's give it a try.
This is how it's done.
Okay.
All in a day's work.
A leaf has fallen from the left-hand tree between times photo A and B were taken. We can assume the sun was setting. Since the sun sets in the west, the viewer must be east of the carriage, and the carriage is therefore traveling south. What? What do you mean, what? There we go, I was correct. Hey, is that how you pronounced it? The fact that it's in this journal must mean it was taken during one of the expeditions. If this is a record of the expedition to find Randall, there may be something here about the Mask of Chaos. Wait, there may be something about the Mask of Chaos in here. Okay. Let's take a look. Mask of Chaos. We made the inn at the Oasis our base of operations. Today we're going to search the ruins for the lost boy. The ruins are a dark and ominous place. If there wasn't such a large reward, I doubt that anyone would come down here. This is definitely one of the most dangerous expeditions I've ever been on. We were only a small team at first, but now have several dozen members. Oh yeah, we met Randall's mom before, right? And like, she used all the family fortune to search for Randall. Many men descended into the narrow entrance in the Oasis daily, all hoping to find anything of the lost boy. We didn't find him, but what we did find was... I can't find the words. A treasure, a pile of gold and silver big enough to make your eyes pop. So that's what Layton found, right? But he didn't take it, of course. That was when Henry, the leader of the expedition, increased the reward for finding the lost boy even further. So we pressed on, exploring deeper and deeper into the ruin. Eventually, we found a strange room with 2 mysterious platforms. Why didn't Randall leave a trail of money like breadcrumbs when he first went into the ruins, or after he got lost in the room? After he fell off the cliff? Both. He should have just had coins falling out of his pockets the whole time. We created a platform that allows us to descend directly into this chamber from a spot near the inn. However, it seems this chamber is the final room in this vast underground complex. I fear our search for this Randall fellow will soon come to a fruitless end. It has been over a year now since the boy went missing. The ancient silence of these ruins reminds me just how fragile life truly is. Randall, no. So they never found him. He mentions making camp at an oasis. So this was before Montado was fully established. Do you think that Henry actually quit looking for Randall? I don't think so. I feel like he's always been looking. Considering the state of this room? No, I don't think he ever quit. I think we found all we can use from this journal. What's this? A puzzle? Whoa, those swords are really cool. If you inspect the hilts, you'll see they're part of a puzzle. You're right, let me at it. It's bothering me how unlevel those shelf tops are. I'll have to look. But I bet they're gonna collapse at any moment. Ace of Diamonds. Of the 3 famous swords shown here, one is the legendary Ace of Diamonds. Those who have faced it in battle all call it so. Can you work out which one it is? Ace of Diamonds? I mean, this middle sword has some diamond motifs on it. B. Right away, B. Alright, we'll go with B. Will it be B?
Well, here goes.
It wasn't B.
I'll try harder next time.
That one doesn't have the necessary quality that would lend it the name Ace of Diamonds. Why did you listen to me? Why wouldn't I listen to you? Okay, my other choice was C. Cause look at the gem on the end. It's a pink gem. At the end, is that a diamond? Mayhaps?
Let me have a shot.
It was not C. Okay, but A though.
What did I miss?
Alright, let's we'll look at A. Why is that one the Ace of Diamonds? Oh, my picarettes. Okay, A.
How's this for an answer? I'm ready for more.
Because, wow. Can't believe we got that first try, and... I mean, it makes sense. It was only worth 7 picarettes, so it was really easy. Sword A is the Ace of Diamonds. Anyone who's ever seen it from the pointy end knows why. Wizard job, thanks. Yeah, that makes sense. I know, the hint was saying like, or the question was saying like, oh, anyone who's ever faced it, so that makes sense. B could have been like that too, I guess so. Well, I guess it didn't live up to that reputation. Do you think the swords have anything to do with the masked gentleman? Doubtful. I'd say they're just souvenir. Okay, the shelves unleveled the shelf tops are. Yeah, why? Who built these? This wall is covered with strange writing. The professor said it looked just like a wall in Randall's room. You don't suppose he had the wall removed and brought here, do you? That's just a lawsuit waiting to happen. They're gonna collapse. Perhaps. Wow. It could contain key information about the ruins, but it's all in some sort of code. Can you read what it says? Maybe if I had a library on hand and a few years to spare. He must have had some reason for bringing it here other than just trying to decipher the writing. Right, if that's all he cared about, he could have just taken a picture of it. Interesting. So have you two found anything? We most certainly have, Professor. It's a log from an expedition that was searching for Randall. We also found a journal that Henry has been keeping. Good work. I also found something. Is that the Mask of Chaos? Is that the Mask of Chaos? But it was stolen from Henry's study. Does this mean Henry has been the masked gentleman all along? Wait, so the mask was never stolen at all? Well, not exactly, but it was taken from the Lador estate and hidden here. But why would Henry hide the mask? It wasn't Henry who hid it. I'm so confused. Perhaps that isn't the Mask of Chaos. Is that actually the Mask of Order? The one the masked gentleman is after? Not quite. I thought I was going to find a replica of the Mask of Chaos here. A fake. But to my surprise, the mask I found here is actually the genuine Mask of Chaos. It seems that someone has hidden it here, but the question is, why? And is the masked gentleman even aware of this? I don't have answers yet, but I know there's a deep connection between these questions and the next dark miracle. There was something else here that I found to be very interesting. Who just leaves the Mask of Chaos laying around? I don't know. Maybe the Mask of Chaos like grew some feet and then walked away to cause chaos. What's this? What's it say? Is this a map of Montador? It looks much different than it does today. This old prospective map shows how things would look as development progressed. It also reveals a rather fascinating secret about Montador. Notice anything odd about those ruins? Now that you mention it, they seem to form a pattern. This is why the masked gentleman has been so intent on finding the Mask of Order. Why? Before I explain, we need a bit more evidence to confirm my suspicion. According to Bloom, the masked gentleman is somewhere in this hotel. Moldy, are there any other rooms that may be of interest to us? Actually, Professor, I just remembered that I have something I was asked to hold for you. I'm sorry for the trouble, but would you mind returning to the lobby with me? Of course not, Moldy. Sus. Okay, return to the lobby. I was instructed to give this to you. What is it? It was left at the front desk with the letter addressed to you. Really? What book is it, Professor? Ark, thank you for the stretch. Thank you for the posture check. They're shrimping Lana-chan. And thank you for the hydrate. Any snacks or drinks? I have white wine. I also have water. What book is it, Professor? Very interesting. And a bird emote. It looks like the masked gentleman has sent us another message. Ceviche. How do you pronounce that? A long time ago, there was a small kingdom surrounded by forest like that. Okay, ceviche. 5 friends who lived near a castle spent their time fishing in the river and playing in the lush grassy field. One day, they went exploring to the top of the tallest hill in the land, and there they found a treasure of silver and gold. The friends divided the treasure between them, and 4 of them spent their riches through the years. But one friend decided to bury his share of treasure in a fine place, surrounded by green and pleasing to the eye. Those are 2 completely different things to do in the river. Fishing in the river. He did this so he could go searching for treasure with his friends again. Mortal Kombat, finish him! Grabby hand, get drowned in the river, the fish eat ya. He did it so he would never forget the feeling of embarking on an adventure. He did it so the 5 friends would always have a reason to be together. The boy knew that people change when they grow up. When he finished burying his treasure, he fell asleep by a window, fully content and blanketed in the glow of the moonlight. The end. What did that teach us? Take a look here. It's a children's story. A kingdom surrounded by forest, 5 friends, a treasure of silver and gold. Luke, does this story sound familiar to you? No, I I had a big book of fairy tales at home, but I don't remember this one. This story feels unfinished. It doesn't have a proper ending. It may be an allegory of sorts, perhaps about the masked gentleman himself. What is he trying to tell us? Oh! Professor, the lights went out. Stay calm, Luke. I expect this is the masked gentleman's handiwork. He's been waiting for us. And this book is his invitation to find him. Is this all one big game to him? We need to act quickly here. Let's go, Professor. Let's see if there are any clues in this story that will help us find him. He must be here in this hotel somewhere. Perhaps we need to find the room where he fell asleep by a window, fully content and blanketed in the glow of the moonlight. If he fell asleep, there must have been a place for him to lie down, obviously. Somewhere with a bed. Yeah, but this is a hotel, aren't there a billion beds here? Yes, somewhere with a bed. We are in a hotel, so it must be one of the guest rooms. And the bit about the moonlight streaming through must mean we're looking for a room with a bed near a large window. Bolded them to assume they wouldn't just lie on the floor. Yeah, they could have lied down anywhere. On the floor, on a desk, on the couch, on the toilet, could have been anywhere. I believe we have a room matching that description on the 3rd floor. Follow me. The toilet? I don't know. It could have been anywhere. Oh, look at them. They dropped their luggage. And now they're getting scolded. Okay. Where have you been sleeping, Kiko? I didn't say I was sleeping there. Ruby, Emerald, Sapphire. We'll start with the Ruby Suite. Okay, large bed. I definitely don't remember this part of the game. I think a regular person would have said the bathtub. A wooden chap. I guess bathtub makes sense. I just picked a random place. Okay, is there anything in here? There's nothing in the bed. At least you didn't say sink. Yeah, if you're very small, you could probably sleep in the sink. Okay, maybe there's nothing in here. Emerald Suite. So what's the next scam, Connor? Who are we gonna fleece next? You know, you're almost as brainless as you are ugly. Dang. Has all that hair product frozen your brain? What do you mean? This hair is my brain. I set everything up perfectly, but you always seem to find a way to mess things up. You know what? I've had enough of your lip. How do you like a knuckle sandwich? With extra sandwich? Wow, he must not be very brainless. There is no need for fighting, gentlemen. Hey, how'd you get in here? Layton, what a pleasant intrusion. Might I ask what you're doing here in my hotel room? You better get out of here right now, bub. Unless you want a sandwich with extra... Wait, how'd that go? Yes, you're interrupting our confidential exit strategy session, Layton. Do you mind? My apologies, gentlemen. Please don't mind me. Yeah, I just broke into your hotel room. Sandwich. With extra sandwich. Look, we paid good dirty money for this room. You can't just shove us aside and start poking around. It's just rude. Yeah, if you want to search your room, you have to pay us for the privilege. Okay, they're not gonna let us search. So that means we have to kill them. Since you keep getting in our faces, it must mean you want to duke it out. Perhaps some other time. Right now, I need your permission to search this room. Finish him in the river. Oh, my, aren't we presumptuous? Of course, Layton, please rifle through my room as soon as you solve this puzzle. Finish him in the bathtub. In the toilet. Water, wood, fire. The cards in this tournament beat each other as follows. Fire beats wood, wood beats water, water beats fire. What is a bathtub if not a mini lake, right? 4 players each draw 4 cards, which they have to play in order going from top to bottom. Both players in a match play 1 card. Whoever wins moves on to the final. But if it's a draw, the next cards are played, used cards are discarded. At the end of the tournament, one player announces, "I'd have won if I'd been allowed to swap wood for water and water for wood." Who said this? Who's the sore loser? Okay. This is a draw. And then fire beats wood. Did I read the instructions correctly? What in the Pokemon? I don't know. Let's see, 4 players draw 4 cards each, which they have to play in order going from top to bottom. Both players in a match play 1 card. Whoever wins moves on to the final. No, don't quit, no. Okay, so... Okay, wait, hold on. So wood beats the water. So does that mean these two, B and C, now fight each other? And do they use their, like, cards that they haven't used yet? Does that mean it's like water versus water? Wood eats water? I guess it does, right? Wood drinks it. It eats it. Does that mean it's a tie here? Is that how it is? I'd have won if I'd been allowed to swap wood for water and water for wood. Is it C? One-fourth chance.
I have this one.
They wish they could have swapped their own
Solving
card.
puzzles is truly a pleasure.
It was C who was lamenting her bad luck. If she had a few more draws, she would have won. Well, you actually solved it. Yes, indeed. Now, if you don't mind. Way to go, Connor. I thought your plans were always so perfect. Stick a sock in it, Frankie, a dirty one. Go ahead, Layton. There's nothing of value left in here anyway. We will be as quick as possible. Could this be the fine place surrounded by green and pleasing to the eye? Oh, it is a green room. Is wood a new member of Earth, Wind, and Fire? I suppose so. Professor, there's a book hidden behind the picture frame. Oh, there was actually something here. I see, so the place surrounded by green and pleasing to the eye is a green picture frame in this guest room. Why didn't he just come out and say that? Let's see if this is another children's story. One day, a young boy found a wild dog in the woods near his village. The dog was hurt, so the boy took him in. As the dog healed, he grew to trust the boy. The two grew up together and became very close with one another. One day, the boy packed up his belongings so that he could fulfill his dream of becoming a scholar. The dog was sad to see the boy go. The boy grew into a fine young man and became a famous scholar. When he returned, he was eager to show his family and his dog what he had made for himself. But when he arrived, he saw that his house was empty. The boy, now all grown up, saw an old man pass by and asked him what had happened. Is this Randall? That's what I'm thinking. The old man said that the family who lived in that house had been chased out years ago by a wild dog. And that's when the boy realized he had been betrayed by the one he trusted the most. Now he had no home and no family to return to. And what's his name? Henry or something? Yeah, is Henry the dog? And Randall is the scholar? Because, like, Henry was the butler, right? For Randall's family. So, like, they took him in, right? Man, that's rough. So it seems like Henry the dog, and then Randall left and he came back, and now Henry has built up Monte d'Or, right? He's rich, and he married the girl he likes. With grief weighing heavy upon his heart, he disappeared into the woods, never to be seen again. The end. Yay, happily ever after. Is that how Sasquatch was born? Probably. Well, that was a sad story. Yes, clearly another allegory, but I'm not sure what it means. So that last part must be designed to lead us to another room, right? Yes, it seems there is a wilderness theme here, with the dog and the repeated images of the woods. Moldy, are there any rooms here with lots of plants or foliage in them? Actually, yes, please follow me. Good call, Professor. Okay, I guess we didn't go to the Sapphire Suite. Should we just look in there? Hello, lady. Sorry we barged into your room, but we're stealing all the spare change in here. We meet again, English gentleman. Yuming, what are you doing here? I thought you were at the dromedary. Yes, but they got the dates of my stay wrong, so I got moved over here. I'm sorry to hear that. The surface is first rate, so I don't mind. So, are you just walking into rooms now? Well, you see... Oh, I was joking. Please come in. How about a puzzle? Sapphire, more like so fire. A sweeping solution. This hotel has a suite with many rooms in it. Cleaning such a large suite is quite a task. So the hotel staff likes to take an efficient route that allows them to cover the whole suite without doubling back through any of the rooms. They take a different route every day, but no matter which order they clean in, there's always one room they pass through at the same point in the route. Can you work out which... We just have to try a couple rooms. No matter where they go, they always pass through one. Always pass through same route, different route. The same point? Maybe I should do it like by number. 1, 2, 3, 4. No matter which order they clean, there's always one room they pass through at the same point in the route. Is there a starting point we're supposed to start at? Dining hall? This one here? Seven. Actually, I don't know. Which is this? Hold on, is this the start? I guess this is the starting point right here, this area. Wait, let me redo this blue area, this blue numbers. Okay, we'll assume this is the starting point right here. Is that true? I don't know. Does it really matter if they all meet up in a singular room no matter what? I don't know. But I'm also thinking if they start at the starting point, isn't that the room that they always pass through? Okay, we'll try a couple different things. 6, 7. Yeah, I guess we'll just try a random place. Okay, well, let's go with the dining room.
Don't keep me in suspense. There is no puzzle without a solution.
The large center room on the left-hand side is the only room that stays in the same position no matter the route. Use the wall between the two center rooms to divide the suite into two halves. There are several routes, but no matter whether you start on the left or right, this room will always be the 7th room you pass through. Okay. Hey, not bad. You know, I like the hotels in this town, but who comes up with these names? I should ask the owner. Reunion... Reunionin... Okay, here's the plant area. There are certainly a lot of plants in here. That one has flowers blooming, and that one is bearing fruit. This conservatory is the pride of our hotel. Careful monitoring and maintenance of the soil and air allows us to grow plants from all 4 seasons in one room here. What amazing technology! I see there are animals here as well. What? They got animals here? What? How did that bird get in here? Professor, that bird is sitting on a book. The bird appears to be guarding it. We'll need to approach it very carefully. Let me talk to him. Is it the green bird? Is it the matcha bird? Oh, it's a different bird. It's a red bird. Teardrop bud. Okay, bird. This will be my first attempt at talking to a bird, but here goes. What? First attempt? I guess so, maybe. Caw! Squawk! Caw! Caw! Anything, Luke? He said he's not moving until he gets his favorite fruit, whatever that is. There are plenty of different kinds of fruits in here. Does that mean none of these are his favorite? Mango? Maybe he likes mango. He didn't get that specific. Moldy, do you have any fruitful insight? Mr. Lador said one tree here is quite sensitive, but will bear a very rare and delicious fruit under the right conditions. Perhaps that is what this bird seeks. So we have to wait around here until the conditions are just right for this tree to bear fruit? Really? Well, although the tree withers easily in the wrong environment, it will produce fruit instantly in perfect conditions. Instantly! I would guess that the blackout altered the environment here. If we restore power, could we make this tree happy, so to speak? Ah, of course. There's a backup generator we use for this type of occasion. How could you get something like that? How do we turn it on? It's, yes. There's a switch somewhere in this room. Moldy, did you forget where it is? Don't be ridiculous, I'm just remembering gradually. My apologies. It's okay, Moldy. We can help you look for it. Maybe the bird is the switch. Maybe the cactus is a switch. Found it. It's in this weird-looking flower. Oh, I'm so glad you found it. Silly me. I think sticking your hand in that flower is going to require some bravery. Well, let's get brave and flip the switch. Look! Look, the canal just filled up with water. There's a new piece of fruit up there. Well, that bird doesn't seem to be moving. You know, the rind on that fruit looks pretty tough. Maybe if we can crack it open, the bird might be a little more interested in it. Maybe it will crack if we knock it down from the tree. Okay, grab the fruit. Bird. We did it, Professor. Now's our chance to grab the book. Okay, quick before the bird sees us. That bird is very busy right now. Make no mistake, this was left for us by the masked gentleman. What's written in this one? Let's find out. Okay, what bedtime story? Which one will we read this time? Once there was a very poor man who lived in a lively town. The man had nothing, but he got by with the help of the townspeople. One day, the richest man in town took pity on him and bought the poor man a shop so that he could earn a living. The poor man ran a good business, and his shop thrived. His shop became known far and wide, and it grew into the most successful shop in town. Even the shops of the rich man who helped him could not compare. No longer poor, the man decided to buy all the food in town so that he could make a great profit. The trusting people sold him everything. The man then raised the prices until no one could afford to buy any food. The man then sold the food to people in other towns. The man had become so blinded by money that he forgot the debt he owed to those in his hometown. The town he had called home, once prosperous, began to decline. The man's fortune grew as the town people starved. He built a palace in town. It was the largest palace ever built. and his wealth continued to grow each day. So is this story about poor man? Is that Henry making Montador? The townspeople had no choice but to leave their home, and in time, the man was left alone in his empty kingdom. There, his vast loneliness, as open as the sea, swallowed him whole. There is no the end at that one. Well, that story was... horrible. These are children's stories. What is the masked gentleman trying to tell us here? A town suffering in the face of prosperity. A man growing ever richer and forgetting the great debt he owes. An emptiness. What do you think, Professor? A vast, wide-open emptiness. That's it. I believe that is the key here. Moldy, what's the largest open space inside the hotel? The Grand Hall on the upper level, of course. Can you take us there, quickly? Okay, what is this?
It's here. I know it is. Enter. You still haven't found it, you incompetent fool. The mask is inside the hotel.
Sir, please accept my apologies.
Oh well, as long as you're sorry, I suppose everything is fine. Get the mask.
We will find it, sir.
The Garden of Healing. The City of Harmony. We have 2 of the 3. Which is just another way of saying we have nothing, isn't it?
I think, was the Garden of Harmony in the Layton movie? The healing place was the one in the last Spectre, right? Our Grand Hall goes all the way up to the top of the Reunion Inn. I wonder what it looks like when you look down from up there. I think we should investigate the area. Something here does look a bit suspicious. Okay, so is Detective Bloom, is he a bad guy? Is he working for the bad guy? Professor, there is a book hidden inside that cushion. This one has a more elaborate cover than the other. What kind of story will this one hold? Let's see. Huh? It won't open. It seems we are quick to judge this book's cover as well. Cover as well, a cover. Let's take a closer look at this. This book is locked up tight by some mysterious contrivance. The trick to opening it lies in the 10 arrow-shaped jewels adorning the cover. These jewels are arranged in a particular pattern, and rotating just one arrow will release the lock. Which jewel should you rotate in order to open the book? Is it like a... 1 points to all the other ones kind of thing? This one?
Just
We'll
a
try.
dash of puzzle solving here. That was a challenge, to be sure.
You need to rotate the top left arrow so that it's pointing to the right. Each jewel is placed so the arrow is pointing to one other jewel. If you trace a route from one arrow, you'll eventually end up back to where you started. Very good, now we can read it. What does it say? Okay, story time. There once was a kind-hearted princess in a kingdom in the valley. This princess was so beautiful that suitors camped outside the castle for months to gain an audience with her. And then one day, the princess saw a young knight pass by her window. The princess fell in love with him at first sight, and they were married. The knight was named king and the princess named queen. Okay, but then what? One day, the king and his ministers set out for the mountains to slay a dragon that threatened the kingdom. The princess waited for a king to return. She waited and waited, but only the minister returned with news that her king had died. Is the king Randall? The minister did everything he could to comfort the princess in her grief. He comforted her day and night. Night and day. After many moons of grief, the minister's kindness and patience finally reached the princess's heart. The princess's feelings for the minister blossomed into love, and she married him in a lavish royal wedding. It seemed that here the audience sat, rapt with attention, eager to bear witness to the final miracle of love. No one knew that the minister actually tricked the king into searching for the dragon, then trapped him in the cave. The minister now had the princess, the crown, the country. But then, the king came back and stabbed the minister. Is that Randall? He felt betrayed that Henry stole his lady. The masked gentleman must feel betrayed by someone he trusted. Perhaps the one who stole his love, while he was trapped inside a cave. I can understand why someone would be upset about that kind of thing. But what does this have to do with Montador? The audience sat, rapt with attention, bear witness to the final miracle. Moldy, does there happen to be a stage or a presentation area somewhere in the hotel? A theater or conference room, perhaps? Something to that effect. Well, we don't have a proper theater, but we do have a small auditorium that we use as a screening room on occasion. That must be the place. Let's go. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Okay, to the auditorium. The auditorium is rarely used these days. Do you think the masked gentleman is in here somewhere, Professor? I have no doubt he intended to lead us here. Okay, I guess we'll watch the stage. Is there anything behind the movie screen? Does it retract? Professor, look! Seems like we're just in time for the show. But then what? The king awoke, trapped under a pile of rubble. The minister to whom he had entrusted his life was gone. The king used every last ounce of his strength to clear away the rocks and made his way back to the surface. When he finally escaped, he saw the minister living happily with the princess as husband and wife. That's it? That's the end of the story? Not the happiest ending I've ever seen. What do you think, Luke? Have you... Luke? Professor, where's Luke? Welcome, ladies and germs, parasites of all ages, to my little theater of revenge. No, Luke. Might I interest you in a young British lad? I have one left, so you'll have to act fast. Unhand him at once, you fiend! Professor, help! Fiend? For shame, Professor. I try my best to create entertainment for your amusement, and this is my reward. Boo on you. Layton, I know that your road has been paved with regrets that terrible at one's heart. Rip Luke, we knew him well. Yeah, I guess we can't really save him. It's goodbye to Luke. I'm sure. I don't know what you're talking about. Who are you? For tonight's dark miracle, my revenge will rise to its dramatic climax as Montador sinks into the earth below. And it's your destiny to suffer the same fate, Layton. This is the price you shall pay for abandoning those closest to you. Actually, you have earned yourself one special experience of suffering tonight. Leave Luke out of this. He's just a boy. He's just a boy. Let me go. Just a boy indeed. Toodles, my good man. Professor, we have to go after them. Let's go. Rip Luke. Oh.
Hang on!
9, 10, 11, 12. Just how deep do you want to delve? I hope you've enjoyed this look into my world, Layton. I've left you one final puzzle, so that you may save your little friend. It looks as if he's in quite a predicament. And so high up. Oh my. Is it true, Layton? I've heard you have a history of letting your friends down.
Go, Layton, go. Rescue Luke. The masked gentleman has fled, leaving Luke hanging in midair. Help Layton slide his way down the ropes drawn across the hall and save him. There are only a few places where he can jump from rope to rope. Use the panel on the right of the touchscreen to view the whole hall and hurry to Luke's rescue. Okay, this might take some trial and error, but we'll... Okay, so I can like drop down different points. Oh, drop down. Oh, we missed Luke. Some error in trial. Okay. We need to get to the P. Luke is on letter P. Okay, I say we just YOLO it and we might get there eventually. Wait, if we don't drop down, where does he go? Oh, okay, that just ends there, okay. Oh no, I didn't mean to press drop down. Oh, we missed Luke again. Okay, we need to get to P. So we need to get to L. Oh, I wanted to fall down on the other one. Do you think each time he fails, Layton like has to run back all the way up to the top of the stairs and slide back down again? Okay, if we fall from G. Okay, we got him. Yes.
How about this?
He's gotta run up billion
Puzzles
flight
are
of
made to be
stairs.
solved.
I guess he could take the elevator. Thank goodness Luke is safe.
Bravo, Layton. You risked your life and saved your friend.
Yes, well, as a friend once told me, no risk, no glory.
That's what Randall said.
Well, I suppose I won't be needing this anymore.
It pains me to see you like this, Randall.
Randall.
Randall?
But how? Well, isn't this quite the reunion? Now, my revenge is at hand.
No, Randall.
Master Randall? Is that really you?
I guess he's alive, though. He's alive, Randall.
It is. Unfortunately for you. I have returned to take back everything you stole from me. The Azran treasure, my family fortune, and my Angela. Henry, you will know the pain I have felt all these years.
I'm trying to think, like, oh, Randall's like, oh, you stole Angela from me. But, like, I mean, if they thought you were dead, I don't know. What else can you do?
Randall, no! It's not like that!
Master Randall, please. You've got it all wrong. Let me explain.
Randall does know he could have gone to a barber before enacting revenge, right? Yeah, his hair's a bit messy, isn't it?
Oh, I would love to. But unfortunately, I'm not interested in your explanations.
You could at least tell us where you've been all these years.
Well, all right. Why not? What good is an untold tale? I first explored the ruins of Akbadai nearly 18 years ago. I was only a few steps from unlocking its secrets before I fell victim to one of its many cunning traps.
He lost his
I
glasses.
fell into a deep ravine where I could have died, but as fate would have it, an underground river broke my fall. The current washed me onto the banks of a remote village. The villagers nursed me back to health. I made a full recovery, but I could not tell the villagers anything about myself. My mind was a blank.
So he lost his memory? Is that what he's saying?
You had amnesia? I worked in the village while I tried to recover my memory. Months went by, years went by, and eventually I gave up on trying to unearth my old life.
Now, we've seen that guy as an NPC, right? Like in Montedor.
Then one day, I received a letter. I know all about your past, it read. I know who took everything from you, and I know how to get it all back. The letter recounted my life in great detail, and it said that the one who had betrayed me was a man named Henry.
So, Randall doesn't remember anything. but he doesn't know, like he doesn't really know what happened, or I don't know.
When I read that name, it was as though someone had turned a key in my mind. Everything came flooding back. I remembered all that I had, and all that had been taken from me.
I mean, like, he didn't come back though, right?
But the letter didn't end there. I have a plan to take revenge on those who have wronged you. You need only to don the garb of the masked gentleman, and they shall cower before you. So it was decided. I would have my revenge by taking back what was mine.
But Randall, you never even asked.
And the letters continued, each one advising me on how to execute my plan as the masked gentleman.
He never, like, met up and was like, oh, it's me, everybody. And, I mean, if everyone was mean to him after that, after they're like, oh, what, Randall? You've been missing forever. We thought you were dead. And they were mean to him, then it makes sense to take revenge. But he doesn't know what their reactions are, right?
As each phase of my plan fell into place, I felt myself returning with it. The masked gentleman brought me back.
The letters. Professor, do you think...
I fear the worst, Luke.
This closes my tale of woe. However, we still have a few tears to shed. Henry, you shall bear witness as I ruin you, just as you ruined me. Master Randall, wait!
Master Randall, wait. The Mask of Chaos. Randall used the myth behind the Mask of Chaos to convince everyone of its power. This was a key element in his plan to take revenge on Henry by destroying Montador. The Mask of Chaos proved to be a valuable part of Randall's deception. The Masked Gentleman. The Masked Gentleman was revealed to be the long-missing Randall. Believing that Henry betrayed him, he set out to ruin Montador with his malevolent... malevolent... Wait, is that how I pronounce it? Malevolent dark miracles. Randall assumed the role of a masked villain and engineered this entire masquerade just to get back at Henry. Chapter 8. The Final Miracle. Iku-cha-cha. We need to follow Randall, quickly! Master Randall, how could he do this? This last miracle, what is he planning? Mr. Lador, I will accompany you. Thank you, Morty. We must make Randall see the truth before he does anything else. Come with me! Follow Randall outside. Alright, let's go outside. We'll chase him.
I'm so delighted you all could make it.
Randall, this is madness. Come down from there.
Take a final look around. Henry.
Henry.
You stole everything from me. I treated you like a brother. And this is my reward? Allow me to return the favor. The destruction of Montador shall be my final dark miracle!
Randall, no!
Uh-oh. That's not good. Let me kill everybody in Montador. That's what he said. I treated you like a brother who owes the family $1 billion.
What's this?
Sand.
Damn.
All that about destroying the town. He's trying to bury us.
I thought it
in
was
sand.
water.
We need to get out of here, Professor!
Randall, stop this immediately! It's all part of the circle of life, Herschel. Ashes to ash, dust to dust. Watch closely, Henry, as your precious town is buried into oblivion. All roads leading out of Montador have been blocked off. Embrace the final dark miracle before you. When I am through, every last one of you shall become one with the desert. Professor, we need to do something. It's pouring in so fast. Henry, is there no escape road from here? This town was carved out of an oasis. Montador is essentially a big bowl. If there's no way up, there's no way out. What can we do, Professor? Let me get a hold of Randall for a moment, and we'll find out what we have to do. We must remain calm. Only clear minds will prevail here. We need to head for the monument in the center of the town. The monument? Why? I'll explain once we get there. Everyone, follow me. Alright then, to the monument. We should take the tram. Would the tram be operating at this time of dire situation? Thank heavens the tram is still running. The closest stop to the Monument Plaza is Pumpkin Park. Very well, let's go. Of course, they don't want anyone to be late. It's pandemonium here too. If we don't stop this, Montador will be completely buried under the desert sand. What now, Professor? I've got you now, you vile cur. Struggle all you want. Oh, Layton, is that you? I can't see a blasted thing in this sandstorm. Grosky. Grosky, this is the result of the masked gentleman's final act. I should have known. Let me at him. Inspector, where are... Oh, never mind. That Grosky sure is something. Indeed. Chief Sheffield, I need your help. I saw someone dressed like the masked gentleman heading for the plaza in front of the museum. We don't have time to chase him down. We're headed for the monument to try to stop this madness. You need to get the townspeople to safety. Get everyone to the highest floors and the tallest buildings immediately. You got it, Layton. Where is Detective Bloom? He said he was going to investigate the reunion inn. I haven't seen him since. He probably got scared and turned tail once the real trouble started. You know, these hoity-toity London types. Beg your pardon. Don't worry, we'll get everyone to safety. Do you think Detective Bloom ran away? We didn't see him at the reunion inn. Let's just head down Chance Avenue right now. We must get to the monument. We must get to the monument. Okay, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Quick bathroom break. Please take this opportunity to stand up and stretch. Grab some water. I will be right back. Okay. Ah, rocks. Okay. Take Chance Avenue to the monument. Okay, let's go. We gotta save everyone before they get buried in sand. We're here, Professor. Now what? The sand is getting higher. If only we had the Mask of Order. We can counteract the Mask of Chaos and stop this. Tell us where it is, Henry. Angela, what are you talking about? This is no time to play dumb, Henry. Are you just gonna sit back and let Randall destroy Montador? Give me the Mask of Order, Henry. I have no idea where it is. You of all people should know that. Please, calm down. The Mask of Order is safe. There's no need to worry. Wait, what? How do you know that, Professor? I hate to interrupt this, but may I remind you that we're running out of time? Yes, right now Montador is in desperate need of a true miracle. Professor, what are you talking about? It's time to solve the riddle of Akbadain. Akbadain. If my theory is correct, we should be able to save the town from right here. The riddle of Akbadain? What does that have to do with saving the town? And why did we come here? We're nowhere near the entrance to the ruin. Oh, but we are, Amy. I really have no idea what's going on. I was quite surprised by that old map of Montador back at the Reunion Inn. Many years ago, I explored the ruins of Akbadain with Randall. I found a treasure, but nothing of particularly great archaeological value. That treasure was, in fact, left behind by the Azran to distract thieves from the truth that lay buried there. The Azran assumed that anyone who was satisfied with material riches wouldn't push on to discover the truth that is hidden there. What? Which was it? Tell us, Layton. Henry, you reached the bottom of the ruins as well. Do you recall the symbol there? How could I forget? It was like nothing I'd ever seen before. I never figured out what it meant. Take a look at this. What is it? When the Reunion Inn was built, this area was still an oasis dotted with old ruin. This map shows the area here around us before Montador was built. Using the oasis as the circle's center, see how the remaining ruins hint at the shape of the original structure. Yeah, okay, Layton, sure. It matches the marking. What does it all mean? It means the Akbadain labyrinth stretches below the entire city of Montador, and the deepest part of the ruins, the part that has remained hidden for centuries, lies directly beneath where we are right now. When I read the expedition logs, I knew you were onto something, Henry. How could I have been so blind? This is amazing, Professor. If we solve the riddle of Akbadain, I believe these underground chambers will reveal themselves to be as they previously were. As they previously were? However, in order to do this, we need both the Mask of Chaos and the Mask of Order. Traces of another civilization. Far below Montador are hidden ruins of Akbadain, a vestige of the once great Azran civilization. The remnants obscene above ground are just a small part of the ancient structure. Learning that Montador was built over the Akbadain ruins was quite a discovery. I thought I might find you in the eye of the storm. What is this, Layton? Where is all this sand coming from? No time to explain, Dalston, but the town is in grave danger. I can see that. I suppose this is that masked buffoon's doing? You see what happens, Henry? See what happens when you try to put the police on me for your own gain? Dalston, stop talking for one moment and listen. Randall is the masked gentleman. Randall? You've gone mad. All this desert heat has finally fried your brain. It's true, Dalston. Randall is alive. Randall? Alive? But how? I'm not going to stand here and explain it all to you now. We're going to stop Randall. He's at the Gallery Plaza right now. Henry, wait, I'm coming with you. Don't get the wrong idea, Lador. I'm doing this to help Montador, not you. According to the overlap of the markings in the map, there should be another entrance around here. Let's split up and find it as fast as we can. I hope you know what you're doing. Okay, examine the monument. Oh. What is this? Secret entrance? Over here, Professor! Luke, that's just a manhole cover. Oh wait, look at these markings. I believe this is it. Wait, who built this? Who built this and like left it here? Each of these stone slabs has 2 arrows on it. To open the manhole, you must fill the board with slabs that are all 4 rows, all 4 columns, and both diagonals contain 1 of each directionary arrow. Some of the slabs are already firmly fixed in place, but you can freely rotate the rest. Okay. So it's like Sudoku. Okay, this will take some trial and error. Randall's revenge is just killing everyone in Montador. Pretty extreme, isn't it? Can you really blame him? Yeah, I guess if, you know, you come back to life and then you see that the love of your life was stolen by your servant. Oh, we solved it. Well, like, he just read it on a letter,
I
right?
believe I have this one.
He was manipulated by someone.
An excellent puzzle.
Alright, let's go. Herschel, don't we need to find the Mask of Order to solve the riddle of Akbadain? Not to worry, I have it right here. You what? Where? But how? I found it at the Reunion Inn, of course. It was in the file room, right where you hid it. Right where I hid it? Herschel, you must be mistaken. Why would Angela do that, Professor? Why, to protect Henry, of course. I'll explain everything later. Right now, we need to save Montador. What exactly are you planning to do? But Professor, even if we only have one of the masks, we need both of them, don't we? I have them both, Luke. Angela, I'll need your help for this. My help? What do you need my help for? What is all this, Herschel? This is the final chamber of Akbadain, the one that neither Randall nor I ever reached. It was right under our noses all along. And to solve this room's puzzle, we need to use both masks. Well, you said that you had the masks, did you not? Indeed I did, and indeed I do. This engraving was one of the messages that Randall deciphered years ago. We didn't know what to make of it then. When they are united, the bearers of chaos and the order shall come. The bearers of chaos and order shall come. Okay. You see those pedestals there? A mask must be placed in each one to trigger a hidden mechanism. Once we do that, I believe the ruins of Akbadain will rise and elevate the city above the sand that is pouring in. Honestly, I tire of your nonsense, Layton. Just tell me where the Mask of Order is. Ah, yes. You assume that Henry found the Mask of Order with the treasure, and that he was simply hiding it all along. Assumptions are dangerous things. Consider the message again. When they are united, the bearers of chaos and order shall come. When they are united? Wait, can it be?
Wow.
When they are united, the bearers of chaos and order shall come. The Mask of Order has been right here all this time.
It was so simple all along. How could I have missed it? I need your help to solve the final puzzle. Yes, of course. What do you need? The final puzzle? I don't remember this at all. 4 mysterious pillars have risen up. The ruins mechanism will activate when the arrows on each pillar point to the center. However, the pillars are only turned if Layton and Angela step on opposing buttons at the same time. When you have Layton press a button, Angela will press the opposite one. Keep in mind they won't be able to press the same buttons twice in a row. Work together to save the city. We guess. Okay, we got it.
This ought to work. I have my fair share of talents.
You solved the riddle at the heart of Akbadain. Let's see if the professor's right. Moment of truth.
What is happening?
Behold, Randall, the secret of the Ozran. I discovered it while you were busy seeking revenge.
Yeah, take that.
This ends here.
The Mask of Order. The Mask of Order and the Mask of Chaos are, in fact, two halves of the same artifact that can be separated at will. Far from counteracting each other, they have power only when used together. The masks were never two separate entities, but one and the same all this time. Epilogue. The City of Miracles. Epilogue? Guess we're at the end. What now, Professor? I must speak with Randall for a moment. Is this the part where we beat him up? We say, how could you do this? Okay, let's talk with him. Randall needs to know the truth. From this point, you'll be unable to save your game. Okay, we'll continue. It can't be that long, right? We'll continue.
What was that? What happened?
Amazing.
Finish him in the river.
Is everyone okay?
This is the true treasure of the Ozran. The riddle we could not have solved 18 years ago, Randall. We were distracted by tales of fortune, while the most valuable archaeological find lay elsewhere all along.
You did it. You solved the puzzle of Akbadine. Spectacular. I must hand it to you, Herschel.
There is no puzzle without a solution. You taught me that, Randall.
Wait, so was the riddle they were trying to solve, is it just the ruins exposing themselves from underground?
Archaeology was nothing more than a passing fancy for you, and still you unearthed all of this. Incredible.
I had some help. Randall, are you all right?
Your skill has magnified my own faults. Even in revenge, I am a failure.
Nonsense. The important thing is that you're with us now.
Master Randall. Stay away from me! You stole everything from me! Everything! That's not true.
You still don't see? Henry took nothing from you, Randall. You were used.
Used? What are you talking about?
Everything you were told in those letters was a lie.
Here's the truth.
What do you mean?
The police thought there was someone behind the masked gentleman. They were right. Randall here was merely a puppet. There was someone behind the mask, pulling the strings all along. And that person is you! I wish I could say it's been a pleasure. Descolle.
Descolle.
Well played, Layton. Well played.
Descolle? Then where's Angela?
So I remember Descolle was involved, but I couldn't remember where, like how, but I did not see that it was Angela. I couldn't remember that. Okay, what? Yeah, where's Angela?
I found Angela trapped in a room at the Reunion Inn.
What? When?
Where is she now?
Right here.
What? Moldy?
I asked her to wear a costume while we played Descolet's little game.
I see. You pretended to be taken in by my Angela disguise until I helped you solve the riddle of Akbadain.
Double K.
You knew that you needed my help if you were to solve that final puzzle.
Very good, Descolet.
Very good, Descolet.
I knew I never should have used this has-been bumpkin.
Bumpkin.
I can't believe what I've done.
Yeah, Randall, you tried to kill everybody.
You're pitiful, Ascot. I gave you back your life and you failed. And Layton, you must tell me. How did you know?
How did you know?
When I first arrived here, I spoke to the real Angela. But I definitely sensed a great unease within her. Angela had suspected Randall of being the masked gentleman all along. That was why she wrote me the letter. She was hoping that I would get to Randall before the police did. She thought that if I confronted Randall, I might be able to get through to him.
Wait, so how long has Descolet been Angela?
Yes, go on.
Despite our history, Angela wasn't sure what I would do if I discovered that Randall was the masked gentleman. But the next time I saw her, there was something different about her demeanor. Her unease had disappeared, and from that moment, I began to suspect Angela.
Wow, he knew from that long ago?
Perhaps I was too eager.
You gave yourself away when you asked for the Mask of Order to solve the riddle of Akbadain.
When I heard of Henry's mask, I needed to find someone to play the masked gentleman. Randall obliged. I had to convince Henry of the power of the Mask of Chaos with our dark miracles. I love that name, don't you? If Henry believed that the Mask of Order could counteract the powers of the masked gentleman, well then. Surely he would procure this mask rather than watch his dear city crumble. Yes?
But when he did not, you grew tired of waiting. You became Angela so that you could get closer to Henry. But Henry still wouldn't reveal the location of the Mask of Order. And he couldn't, because he never had the Mask of Order in the first place.
Bravo, Layton. But I'm afraid all of the deductive reasoning in the world won't change the fact that I've already won. You've actually done my work for me.
What do you mean?
This has been a pleasure. Many thanks, Layton. Until next time.
Angela's sussy behavior. At some point, Descolet replaced Angela almost seamlessly. Disguised as Angela, he tried to trick Henry into revealing the Mask of Order. Descolet was clever, but he failed to grasp the true nature of Henry and Angela's relationship.
All that time, he was using me? I feel like such a fool.
Oh, Randall.
Angela,
I can hardly believe it. I've been waiting so long for your return.
how dare you? You never waited for me. You married Henry.
It's not...
Traitors! After everything I've done for you, Henry, you betray me like this? You stole my ideas and my research. And if that wasn't enough, you stole my love.
You couldn't be more wrong, Randall. Henry has been preparing. Preparing for the day you would return home.
When I would return. What does that mean?
Randall, you should know the truth about Montedor.
We have something to tell you. Leave me alone, all of you!
Randall, just listen to them.
Randall, when you disappeared, we didn't know if you'd ever return. We were destroyed, all of us. Your parents took it especially hard, of course. Their businesses failed, and the Ascot house fell into disrepair. All that time, Henry risked his life as he searched for you down in those ruins, but to no avail. In a strange twist of fate, he found the Azran treasure you were searching for all those years ago. Henry supported your parents with his newfound wealth, but he could not truly replace what they had lost. So he did what he could. He worked hard to build Monte d'Or, and he cared for your parents as if they were his own.
Henry, is this true?
It is, Randall. Henry never stopped searching for you. He always believed that you would return someday. He spent a fortune sending search parties down into those awful ruins. He built the Reunion Inn so that they would have a base near the ruins.
The Reunion Inn?
So this whole town was basically made originally to find Randall, right?
I believe that was the first building established here in Monte d'Or. Out here, in the middle of nowhere, the Reunion Inn thrived. That was quite a miracle, if you ask me.
The Reunion Inn thrived because of all the search parties, right?
But not one without a rational explanation behind it.
And what was that?
Henry announced several rewards for anyone who could find the man named Randall. These rewards were so large that word spread quickly, and the Reunion Inn became a popular haunt. From there, the town prospered. Hotels and shops cropped up everywhere. A thriving city bloomed here in the desert. And Monte d'Or became the city we know today.
I can't believe it.
One might say that Monte d'Or is built around the idea of your return, Randall.
My return?
And that is the true miracle behind the city of Monte d'Or.
I don't know what to say.
Randall, it appeared as if Henry had stolen your family and your fortune. Nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, he spent his entire life preserving all that was yours.
But Angela... Is that my...
Randall, my marriage to Henry wasn't real.
What?
It wasn't real.
After I lost you, Randall, I didn't know how to go on. My parents kept pressing me to get married. They wanted me to marry the richest man in town, Alphonse Dalston. I had given up so completely by that time that I probably would have agreed just so that they would leave me alone. But then Henry asked me. I'll never forget it. He said, "Will you wait for Master Randall with me?" Henry always believed you would come back. He helped me believe too.
Wow, Randall was so loved. Henry and Angela loved him so much.
So we agreed to pretend to be married until the day you returned, Randall. Henry vowed that he would protect and preserve everything of yours.
Henry never took anything from you. He protected everything for you.
Can it be? Randall?
They loved him together, yeah.
Mother! Can it be? Randall!
Randall, you could have killed your mom with all the sand.
Oh, if it wasn't for Henry, I don't know what would have happened to me. He took such good care of me, Randall.
I understand. Oh, Mother. I thought I'd never see you again.
Randall, I believe this is yours. This document is proof of ownership for all properties attributed to the Lador family. It reveals that the Lador family fortune is in fact fully owned by a third party.
Fully owned, all of it.
Third party?
All of the land and money attributed to the Ladors is actually in the name of Randall Ascot.
How can this be?
Henry created a replica of the Mask of Chaos, but not to steal the glory that ought to have been yours. It was the symbol of Monte d'Or, a beacon that would draw your attention wherever you were. Henry assumed you would seek out someone claiming to have the Mask of Chaos when you came back. His assumption was correct, but when the masked gentleman appeared, it was clear the police would come asking questions. Angela acted fast. She knew that if the police investigated Henry's mask, they would discover it was a fake. So she hid the mask and claimed it had been stolen in order to preserve the symbol of Monte d'Or's prosperity.
And also to keep Henry's beacon alive.
Randall, do you still feel that Henry has taken something from you?
What have I done?
What have I done? Poor Randall, he's been through so much.
You weren't yourself. And now that you are, and back here with us, everything is going to be okay.
Eat a Snickers.
Henry.
This was the true miracle all along.
The Miracle of Monte d'Or. Some 18 years ago, Henry offered a hefty reward for Randall's return. Fortune seekers flocked to the reunion inn in hopes of securing this prize. Thus, Monte d'Or is built upon Henry's devotion to his friend. Monte d'Or wouldn't exist if Henry hadn't offered such a large reward. Destroys half the town. Kiku, poor Randall. Listen, I thought I was being too harsh on him. You know, being like, Randall, you tried to kill everybody. Isn't that kind of mean? After he's been through everything. Henry's fussy behavior. Henry's devotion to developing his estate was based on his desire to create a perfect home for Randall's eventual return. Henry truly believed that Randall would return, and he wanted nothing more than to safeguard everything Randall cared for.
What is this?
An aftershock!
No, Randall!
I'm sorry, Herschel. I let you down.
I can't pull you up! Now give me your other hand!
You can let me go now, Herschel.
Randall! You must just give me your other hand, Randall!
I can't. I've betrayed so many people. I'll never forgive myself. I don't deserve to live. Let me go.
Randall, I can't!
Henry! Master Randall, after all these years, there's no way I'm letting you get away from us that easily. Henry.
Rip Randall. No worries. He's not ripping yet. He's been safe. For now. Do you think he'll get arrested though?
I'm so ashamed of what I've done. And I don't deserve your kindness or your forgiveness. But why? Why would you do all this for
I
me?
hope so.
Master Randall, do you really not know? You've always looked out for me.
That's young Master Randall's toy, not yours. You remember your place. Give that back this instant. Honestly, Henry, I don't know what you're thinking. Is this how you were taught? Are you some sort of common thief? I have half a mind to report you to the master of the house.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just wanted to play with it.
Oh, hello. Sorry to disturb you, young Master Randall.
Why did you take Henry's toy?
Huh? Young Master Randall, I think you're mistaken. This is yours.
No, this is the robot that I gave to Henry. Now then, if you'll excuse us,
Oh, what
I
are
have
you
half a
doing?
mind to report you to the master of the house.
Oh, all right, I'm going.
Master Randall, can you please forgive me for playing with your toy? Henry, it's yours now. But it's your favorite. Well, now it's your favorite. How many toys does one boy need, anyway? Come on. We're going on an adventure today. Thank you, Master Randall. I promise to take care of it and always treasure it. Let's find some more treasure. What do you say?
You taught me something invaluable that day, Master Randall. And gave me something to treasure. You treated me not just as an equal, Randall, but also as a brother. And that has always meant more to me than any amount of riches ever could. As the years went by, it became clear to me that our friendship was my most valuable treasure. I'm speechless. There's nothing more to say, Master Randall. We all knew you would return. We just didn't think you'd take so long. Henry. I'm so sorry. No more apologies. Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Henry. Angela. I'm home.
They live happily ever after. Randall, his boyfriend, and his girlfriend. Or his wife, I guess.
This was a picture-perfect ending. Everything seems to have turned out for the best.
Agreed.
But I still have several questions about the Osran civilization, Professor. I mean, how were they able to build all those structures that were below Montador?
Indeed. I was wondering that myself. The Osran were much more advanced than I'd suspected.
Who were the Osran?
Know what, Professor? Henry turned out to be an amazing person. He waited so long for his friend to return home, and everything he built all those years was for Randall. It was all quite miraculous.
The greatest achievement is often the one that is the most selfless.
What other city can claim that it was built on a foundation of loyalty and friendship?
None that I know of. Quite fitting. It truly is the City of Miracles.
wrap up any like puzzles we've missed and like other stuff. Like the rabbit minigame, shopping minigame. The end. 2012? Has it been that long? I guess it's been that long. It's been 14. What's this?
So then it has come to pass, and we shall see if the Azran were worth my trouble. I have sacrificed everything for this moment. Master, you've done it. Behold, the Nautilus Chamber of Akbadine. It's quite beautiful, wouldn't you say? Huh?
What is this?
Hold your ground.
It is perfect weather for a day of world domination. Trespassers! This site is now controlled by Targent.
Do we go quietly? These cowards are not in charge here. You are not recognized as any type of authority. And you disgust me with your demented worldview. I will not let you steal that which I have earned.
Destiny. No destiny.
You cannot do this. You have no right.
Au contraire, my boy. Actually, I have every right. Now, let's just have a look.
When did this become an anime?
He's of no concern. Forget him. Secure the last of the Azran ruins. Years of work. Well worth it. Well worth it. Miss Tallery's Garden of Healing. Ambrosia, the City of Harmony. And now, the Nautilus Chamber of Akbadine. We finally have all three of the great legacies. And when I'm finished, the power of the Azran civilization shall be ours.
To be continued. Oh, Miss Tallery. That was the last Vector. And then the Garden of Harmony was like was in the movie, I'm pretty sure. Did you enjoy Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask? You have reached the end of the story, but the game is far from over. There are exactly 135 puzzles scattered throughout the story you've just completed. Try to complete all of them. You can unlock new content in the bonus section. Do you have what it takes to conquer some of the most baffling puzzles in the game? Enjoy the rest of Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. Do you? I don't know. Since you've come to the end of the story, you may now save your game. Okay. Save game. Yeah, maybe we'll do one more stream to like wrap up loose ends. Do a couple extra puzzles and whatnot. But that was Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. Thank you everybody for watching. Happy Friday! Enjoy the rest of Friday, everybody. Tomorrow's the weekend. Enjoy the weekend. Hope everyone had a great week. Thanks for stream. Thanks for watching. Yeah, it's been fun to play. I think I'll try to put in one more stream for this one. Wrap up loose ends. We'll see. But we'll be back tomorrow with Pacopia. Well, have a good night, good rest of your day. We'll catch y'all another time. Until then, bye bye. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Oh yeah.